is yoga for strength. This volume is intended to challenge your body to hold itself up. So a lot of body weight resistance to help build up strength, to build up endurance from poses that you would expect in yoga, but also from exercises that you might experience in just a body weight exercise.
Begin.
We're going to start off in a squat. I'm going to take a very slow squat. Take your feet about shoulder width distant apart, with your arms straight out in front of you and your shoulders relaxed. Keep the weight in your heels and the balls of your feet. So don't come into the inside, don't let your knees come in. We're going to do 5 of these on a slow 5 count. So bringing it down, 5, 4, 3, weight to the back, weight in your heels, hips back, 1. Coming back up, 5, nice and slow, 4, 3, shoulders relaxed, 2, 1. Back down, 5, 4, keeping your chest lifted, keeping your core engaged, so squeezing those abdominal muscles to keep your back flat. Coming down, and notice that my knees are not way forward, my weight's still in my heels. Coming back up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bringing it back down. And you might not go as low as pictured here, but you want to try and keep going lower every time. Just make sure that you're keeping the weight in your heels and you're keeping your back flat. Bring it back up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There's 3. Bringing it back down. 4. Weight all the way to the back, shoulders back, chest up, back flat. So no arching of the back. Bring it back up, nice and slow. Shoulders are relaxed, all the way to the top. Last one, back down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe go a little bit lower than you did before, and then take it back up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So slow squats, those help you develop balance, they help you develop strength in your lower body, also core strength. From here we're going to take it into a plank. So hands shoulder width distant, legs straight, shoulders over your hands. Chest kind of slightly dips down, head pulls forward, heels push back. So this is building up your upper body strength, also working on core strength. If you need to take your knees down like this. That way you can focus on keeping your back flat and keeping your core engaged. If it's too difficult, that is an option. From here we're going to do slow push-ups. So lowering down again on a 5 count. 5, 4, bringing your shoulders forward, keeping your elbows in. 2, 1, back up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again, keep your elbows in as you're doing this. Your forearm should stay perpendicular to the ground. You should keep a flat line from your heels to your head and back up. 3, 2, 1. If you need to take your knees down, take your knees down and then go through it. That way you can keep your core engaged and your back flat and really focus on developing form. And then after you develop form, you can really work on a full push-up. 2 more. Shoulders coming forward. And broaden your chest as much as possible. And then back up. Keeping my shoulders spread wide. My forearms stay exactly where they are. Last one. 3, 2, 1. And when I finish, my shoulders are at 90 degrees. 90-degree elbows, and then back up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax your knees down. And then from here we're going to take it straight into down dog. Fingers wide. Toes tuck. Press your chest back to your thighs. We did this in yoga basics, so you should know a lot of the form. Just to remind you, press your chest back toward your thighs. Lift your hips up as high as possible. And really press down through that area where your fingers meet your palms. Keep looking behind you. You don't need to look at me yet. I'll let you know if you should look up. And you want your inner elbows to start to turn in. So your elbows, instead of facing toward the ground, inner elbows, they should face somewhat up. So see, look up. See that little rotation of my arms? My biceps start to wrap around toward the back. You want to do that so you help open up your shoulders here. You can start with knees bent, chest back toward your thighs, and then as you develop flexibility, you can start to press your knees toward the back and straighten your legs. All right, from here, bring your feet together. Lift your right leg up in the air. Toes facing straight down. Heel pressing away from you. Hips even. Take your knee to your elbow. And then lift back up. And then take your knee to nose. And lift back up. And then step your right foot all the way through between your hands. Coming to a runner's lunge here. Feet are about 4 inches apart. Knee over your ankle and your front foot. Look straight in front of you. Take your arms up over your head. Shoulders to the back. Left hip pulling forward. Tailbone reaching. Core engaged and your butt coming under your body, kind of. Reaching toward the back. Shoulders relax. Back legs straight. Take your hands to your center, right in front of your sternum. Lean forward. Press down through your right foot. Drag your left foot forward, and then lift your left leg off the ground, balancing on your right foot. From here, you can also stick your arms out to the side, palms facing down, and just balance here. Keep your chest pulling forward. And then take your left foot all the way to the back to high lunge, and then lower your hands down, and then take your right foot back, and now take your chest back toward your thighs, back to down dog. And again, that external rotation of your arms so that your biceps start to face forward. So look up, you can see how I rotate my arms. That helps open up your back and helps you get a little bit deeper into the stretch. And then take your feet together, lift your left leg up, toes face straight down, heel presses away from you, and then squeeze your knee to your elbow. Shoulders come forward, lift back up, and knee to nose, squeeze it in, lift back up, and then step your left foot all the way forward, plant it down between your hands. So now knee is over the ankle and the front foot, chest comes up, extend your hands forward, and then reach all the way up, arms to the back, right hip squeezing forward, so your butt kind of comes under your body, this little tilt of your pelvis, and then your chest comes up. So straight line here from hips up to shoulders, and arms with your shoulders relaxed. Back leg is straight, knee is lifted, so you're squeezing the right thigh muscles tight. And here you're working on balance and working on endurance and strength, using your lower body to hold up your weight with knees bent. And then take your hands back to your sternum, lean your body forward, press down through your left foot, drag your right foot forward, lift your right foot off the ground, flex your toes toward your face, and then pick up your left hip slightly and lower your right hip slightly so that your hips are even, and keep pulling your chest forward. You take your hands out to the sides, palms facing down. Maybe straighten your left leg a little bit more. And then slowly take your right foot all the way to the back. Back to high lunge. Take your hands down around your left foot. And then take your left foot back to your right foot. And then back into down dog. Chest back to your thighs. From here, bend your knees, look forward, and then lightly step to the top of the mat. And then bend your knees and stand all the way up. Reach your arms overhead, palms touch. And relax your hands. Back down, shoulders relaxed. So you're back to standing mountain pose. From here, we're going to do chair pose. So, for chair, take your arms out to a Y with your shoulders relaxed. And then bend your knees and sit down. So your hips go to the back, your thighs squeeze together, core is engaged so your back is as flat as possible, and arms are reaching out wide. Chin is lifted away from the chest. And you shouldn't be able to see your arms. Now, if you don't have the shoulder flexibility yet, maybe your arms are only here. Eventually, your arms will get back here. So keep striving to reach your arms back. But make sure that you're not lifting your chest up and puffing your chest out to do that. You want to keep your belly engaged, your core engaged, and your back flat. The flexibility in your upper body comes from reaching your arms back and not opening your chest up. And then stand up all the way and bring your hand back to center. And then from here, we're going to move into a standing quad balance. So, start with the right foot. Take your left leg off the ground, bend your heel toward your butt. So now we're balancing on our right leg. Reach your butt down, kind of under your body. Again, that tilting of the pelvis. Lift your chest. Take your right arm up, and then grab your left leg. Grab the inside of your left foot, so the big toe side, so that your bicep is facing out to the side. So just a visual for that. Here. Not like this, but like this. Inhale, reach your left arm, right arm up. Exhale, reach your right arm forward and kick back into your left foot. Keep a slight bend to your right leg, and then let your left shoulder and your left hip be pulled toward the front so that they're facing forward. Keep engaging your core here so there's no pinching in your lower back. So that tilt to the pelvis to bring your butt slightly under your body. You also do that in this pose. Keep reaching your arm up higher. Keep kicking your back foot more toward the back. One last little breath here to get a little bit deeper. And then bring your arm back up. Bring your knee back down. Relax your left foot to the ground. Relax your right arm at your side. Opposite side now. Bend your right leg so your heel comes toward your butt. Grab the outside of the right foot. Keep your knees in relatively close to one another, so you don't want your knees splaying out way back here to the side. Keep it in tight. Lift your left arm up, palm faces forward. Slight bend to your left knee. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, kick into your right foot. Left hand comes forward. And let your right shoulder be pulled forward too. So your right arm is just along for the ride, but you want to pull your right shoulder forward so that your chest is facing straight forward. Slight bend to the left leg, and really kick back hard into your right foot, with your right foot into your right hand. Reach up a little bit higher through your left hand, lift up a little bit higher with your right foot. One more breath. And then relax, bring your arm back up. Bring your right foot back down to the ground. From here, I'm moving into warrior two. So right foot's going to be forward, left foot slightly angled in. So your left foot is at a little bit of an internal angle. So not quite 90 degrees with the right foot. Hips and shoulders facing to the side. Bend to your front knee so that your knee is over your ankle. Keep your shoulders right over your hips. Arms are extended out to the sides. And reach your tailbone. So when I say reach your tailbone down to the ground, I mean tilt your pelvis. So you want to bring it from your butt kind of sticking out to the back to under your torso. You should be able to look down and see the inside of your big toe here. Shoulders, arms are still out to the side, and shoulders down. Not lifting your shoulders up like this, but keeping them nice and relaxed. From here, we're going to move to side angle pose. Take your the outside of your right wrist to that inside of your right knee. Lift your left arm straight up. Pull your body forward. Now your right arm here is just kind of guiding you. You don't want to rest your weight here. You're looking up at your left hand. And you want to think about bringing your butt under your torso. So again, that little tilt of the pelvis and almost a crunch to kind of squeeze your core toward the direction that your hips are facing. Keep your neck long, your head away from your shoulders. Keep your back leg straight. Make sure that you're not putting weight in this thigh with your hand. It's already holding up the rest of your body. It doesn't need any extra weight to hold up. Your core will support a lot of the weight as well. You should feel burning right now in the back of your right thigh. Take your hands back to warrior two, arms so parallel to the ground. Flip your front hand so your palm faces up, and then reach up and back. Keep your legs exactly the same. Palm faces toward the back leg straight. Extend up a little bit higher, so reach up and back so you're creating as much length as possible in the right side of your body. And then bring it back to warrior two. From here, straighten your right leg, turn your right foot in, and then turn your left foot out. So now your left heel is pointing directly to the arch in your right foot. Hips and shoulders are facing sideways. And then left knee bends so that your knee is right over your ankle. Back leg stays straight. Take your arms up. Shoulders relaxed. And again, tilt the pelvis so your butt kind of comes under your torso. And think about pulling your hips away from one another to help open up your groin. You should be able to see your big toe around the inside of your left knee. You might not be there yet, but work toward that flexibility. Look straight over your left fingertips, and maybe bend a little bit deeper into your left leg. Keep your shoulders right over your hips, and keep pressing into the outside of your right foot. That's going to help strengthen your ankle, and also help keep your right leg engaged. And then take your left wrist to the inside of your left knee. Take your right hand up. So you're kind of making a straight line from your left fingertips to your right hand. Keep your legs exactly the same, and then try and bring your butt under your body a little bit more, pressing your hips toward the direction that your hips are facing. You can also think about pulling your shoulder blades together here to open up your chest. So I'm kind of pulling my right arm down into my shoulder socket and then lifting my head up to create a little bit more length in my back, in my spine. Bend a little bit more into your left knee. Look straight up at your right hand. And then take it back to warrior two. So arms parallel to the ground. Flip your left hand, reach it up and back. For reverse warrior, palm faces toward the back, reaching up and back, so not just back, but also up, creating length. Lower body stays the same, knee over your ankle, core engaged, and then take it back to warrior two. Straighten your left leg, turn your left foot in, and then bring your feet back together. All right, so next from here we're gonna do some balance work, just standing on the leg. So balance on your right foot. Take your left knee up to your hip level. Try to lift your ribs up as high away as possible from your hips. Keep your core engaged. Reach your butt down under your body so your core is engaged, that tilting of the pelvis that I talk about, and reach your toes toward your face and your left foot. Keep your shoulders relaxed, and your arms are not They're not limp, they're not crazy engaged, but they're firm. Pick your chin up away from your chest. And then if you want a little bit more resistance, take your arms up like goalpost. So this is working on your strength in one leg, your ability to hold up your body with one leg. It's working your core because you have to balance. And it's also working on flexibility. So you feel a little bit of tightness in the either the back of your leg or maybe even in your hip flexor. Great for people with past ankle injuries, so sprained ankles. This is really good for working on that. At the same time, you're also reaching your toes toward your face, which is engaging the muscles in the front of your shin, which helps with shin splints. And then relax your left foot down, relax your arms down. Okay, take your right knee up, toes flex toward your face, hips press forward, chest lifts up. So again, that tilting of the pelvis to bring your butt under your body. And again, your shoulders relaxed, arms firm, and toes reaching toward your face in your right leg. So you're working the muscles in the front of your shin. Think about ribs away from your hips, so lifting up. Make sure you're not pushing forward and arching your back, but you're just keeping straight up. So that if I were to lower my right leg, there would be no difference between this and standing mountain pose. So that's standing up straight pose. Take your arms up to goal post to make it a little bit more difficult, a little more challenging. Stand up a little bit taller. And then relax your right leg back down. Okay, from here we're gonna do some back stuff. So take it all the way down to the ground. Hands under your shoulders. Legs extended toward the back as much as possible. Press the tops of your toes to the ground. Flex your thighs so that your knees come off the ground. And then lift your chest off the ground. Pull your shoulders to the back, maybe even walk your hands backward. And just use your lower body strength. So you should be able to float your hands here. Keep your legs engaged. Keep your chest pulling forward. So your core is engaged this whole time that you're working on strengthening your lower back. And as you can tell from my speech, it's getting a little bit tough. And then relax back down. Take a few deep breaths here. And now second variation, second lower back strengthener. Take your arms out to the side. Palms will face out to the side. Lift your chest, and then lift your legs off the ground. Point your toes to the back. Pull your head up and forward. So this is locust pose. I want you to internally rotate your legs so that the tops of your thighs start to come toward the insides. So towards to face one another. And then lift your chest up higher. Reach your arms up higher and kick your legs back more. Hold this for about 10 more seconds. Relax back down. From here, press up into a 6-point stance with your knees under your hips, your hands under your shoulders, and then take your forearms to the ground, parallel to one another, with your shoulders, elbows even with your shoulders. Tuck your back toes, straighten your legs just like you were doing down dog. Keep your shoulders above your elbows and then walk your feet toward your hands. This is going to test your hamstring flexibility, but mostly really stretch and test your shoulder flexibility and your shoulder endurance, your strength. Press your chest back to your thighs. Lift your hips up higher. Hold it for 10 more seconds. Maybe walk your feet in a little bit more. Keep pressing up through your forearms. Keep reaching your chest back to your thighs. And then relax your knees down. And give yourselves a pat on the back. You just finished yoga for strength. The
reason that we're involving you, that we're putting these workouts up on YouTube for free, is because we want your feedback to make these the best yoga DVDs available. And we want your feedback, we want your comments, your likes, your shares, all that stuff, so that we can help generate buzz and so that we can get as much feedback as possible to make these DVDs the best yoga DVDs on the market.